has played tough all night, has
absolutely
been on the floor 3 or 4 times diving for a ball. Full court press by the Bobcats. Alleghany gets it in. 23, bringing it down the court. DeHart Lewis playing defense. Good defense on him. Picks up his dribble, throwing it around. That's Xavier Hazlett with the ball. Got a 5 count on him. That's 5. That's a full 5. Are they going to call it?
Oh, they called a timeout.
Timeout.
Bobcats down 3.
The coach knew it. The ref standing right in front of me calling 5 seconds. I was watching him. I feel like he counted 5, but maybe his count's different than mine. Coach knew it was close. Calls a timeout. Still got 3 left in the final quarter. 3 timeouts left.
Bobcats are down 3. 1:28 to go in the game. On defense.
Still a foul to give.
Yep, still a foul to give.
In the old world of 7 fouls and 10 fouls, I feel like I knew a little bit more strategically what that meant. Now with 5 fouls, that shakes it up a little bit. I don't quite know how to play it from here.
Yeah, it's basically, me and Mr. Knipe have talked about it several times. It's almost impossible to come back if you're down, because used to, you get them to 1-1.
That's right.
Miss a free throw and you're good.
Yep.
Now you have 2, so no matter what, if you miss the first, you can always make the second.
That's right.
Alleghany going to inbound here. I'm looking for a 5-second. It's tipped by DeHart Lewis. Sincere Taylor comes down with it. Max Knipe.
2-on-1.
Makai Martin missed the layup.
At point-blank range. That's tough. He was expecting contact. Didn't get any. Just a little too strong. He's back on defense.
On the other end. Almost the dagger.
Alleghany with a lay-in. That makes it a 5-point lead. 1:04 left.
Should be down 1. Now down 5. 1 minute to go. Sincere Taylor. 3-ball.
Oh! The defender slips. Sincere pulls up, takes full advantage. It's a 2-point game. 50 seconds left.
Sincere Taylor has 9. Had 4 3-pointers in the second half against Carroll County. Down 2. Alleghany attacking. And they get it to go. Xavier Hazlett gets another field goal. Bobcats down 4, 41 seconds. Alleghany takes a timeout.
I feel like Makai Martin let him pass and was waiting to block it. He was up in the air, missed it by just half a second. That would have been a big block. It's a 4-point Alleghany lead. 41 seconds still. Bobcats finally finding their offense. Still got a shot here. Man, I wish he would have hit that.
I know. We'd be up right now.
Yeah.
Technically. I'm not good at math, but we would be up.
Would have changed the momentum. I think that would have been a tie ball game, and then, they've got the ball, see what they'll do instead.
Yeah, technically we would have been up 2.
They get the ball back. They drive it. We'll see. I'm really spread out. It's not your fault.
I'm sore from this morning, so I really.
Michael, tell the listeners, what did you do this morning?
Yeah, so, new year, new me, sort of. Back in the day, I used to be really, really heavy, and then I lost a bunch of weight and did a bunch of stuff, and then I kind of gained some back. So, we're trying to change things up. And so I entered a few races over the last year, and today was the start of that. So had a little 10-miler race this morning. It started at 1, so it really wasn't this morning. It rained for a section of it. It was not too bad weather-wise, chilly, but it did rain. And so, but I finished that 2 miles, and I probably need, since we're not on air live or anything, I do need some Gold Bond, though.
Oh, see what we can do.
Yeah. Bobcats down 4, but yeah, great time I had this morning. Bobcats down 4, 39 seconds to go. Woodard with it. Got to get off. Attack the basket quick, please. Sincere Taylor with it. Dribbling, being defended heavily. They get off DeHart Lewis. No one's wanting to attack. Woodard from 3, straight away. No good. Hit the rim, though. It hit the rim. Could it even hit the line from there?
I don't know. Man, it looked like Woodard wanted to drive. He thought better of it to take the 3. He was wide open, but because his momentum was already carrying him, he counterbalanced it and just hit the front of the net. 25 seconds, still down 4. You got a chance.
It's going to be really tough.
It is.
Bobcats defending the inbound. Timeout called by Alleghany.
It's be a fun way to come back and win on senior day if you can pull something out of your hat here.
The players called the timeout. That was a fantastic timeout by the Cougars.
It's going to leave them with 1, I think, once they take it away. That could come into play. A couple missed opportunities, man. I mean, Luke got past this guy. He was wide open for that, but again, was leaning forward, was going to take it in, realized he needed a 3, and by that time he'd already adjusted.
Bobcats do have 3 timeouts. Alleghany only with 1. So if they can get the ball back and get a shot, you definitely have to go for the steal. You can't let anything deep down court go. If I'm Alleghany, I set a screen and send my fastest guy long.
Just launch it.
And I would. But if you're the Bobcats, you have to, put somebody on the on-ball defender. They can't move. They do have 1 more timeout. You can't move your feet. They're not going to put anyone on the ball defender. I don't love this. You basically have Sincere Taylor playing free safety right now as Alleghany does get it in, and they're going to foul him. They're going to foul Xavier Hayslett. So is that the foul to give there?
That's the foul to give. They're still going to have to do the same thing yet again. Possession arrow does favor the Bobcats. We really hope that comes into play.
They are going to put Corion Ferguson. I'd love to see Max Knipe on the defender. They're not going to put anyone on the defender. Bobcats going to take a timeout. They're kind of confused on what they want to do here. So I like that timeout. You got 3, now 2 left.
Yeah, Coach knows anything that gets past him there is either a free basket or taking 10 seconds off the clock. He knew he had to get him set.
If I'm the Bob, I hate – this is going to sound crazy, but if I'm the Bobcats here, you're going to foul probably immediately if they get the ball in, right? So I would check someone on like Reese Honaker in for this one play. You have your biggest guy defend the ball off the inbound.
Just
and say be as
pass.
Big as possible.
Yep.
You're jumping, your tippy toes are on the line,
Yep.
Whatever you can do, because if you go over, they're just going to stop you and let them get it back. So who cares?
The same outcome. Yep.
That's
a good call.
But I'm not the coach. So what they're probably going to do is put Knipe on him, or they had Sincere Taylor running free safety there in the middle of the court. But you got to be as big as possible on the inbounder.
You do, and I feel like any of them that we can go up and grab, even if we're bumping the guy, it's worth the shot, because like you're saying, we're going to foul him either way. Might as well try and get the ball. Or, again, if 50-50 gives the ball back to the Bobcats. We got to do something. It's 23.8 left on the clock.
No more 1-and-1s.
No more. It's gone.
I hate it.
I do too. That's tough.
They say it speeds the game up. I don't know that it actually does. Statistically, they say it does, and I don't run statistics, so it probably does.
But I don't know if you need to speed up the game.
They did check in Hendricks, though. Hendricks is guarding. He's jumping. He's moving. Man. They get it to 11, wide open. They're setting the trap. They did foul him.
He wanted the intentional. It wasn't. That was a run-of-the-mill foul.
Technically, every foul at the end of the game is intentional.
Well, that's true. And are very actually intentional.
It's a fun fact.
Has he shot any free throws yet?
He has not. Christopher Harden does have 8 points, but he had them all in the first half. Has not shot any free throws tonight as he bricks the first one. That's where 1-and-1 would help you.
That's right. But that gives us a chance still. Let's see if he can do a favor for us again, and we can get our guys up for a rebound.
They put in Simeon Brown, the guy I said should have been on the floor, definitely plays football.
He's tall.
He's a big body out there for Alleghany to rip down the board. Makes the second. But if you had 1-and-1, you'd have the ball back if you're the Bobcats.
That's right. They're bringing in Hunter Priest again. It's going to be Purcell Turner heading back to the bench.
I would have checked Makai Martin into this contest as the Bobcats going to take a timeout. I would check Makai Martin into this contest right here. You need a ball handler. Hendricks has played really good the last week, but you don't really need him on the floor right now for offense, kind of offense for defense substitution.
You need that speed. Does Hendricks have anything? Did he connect yet today?
He has not.
I'd love to see him get something. That's got to be hard for your confidence, getting big minutes towards the end of the season, but not being able to contribute tonight on senior night. Would love to see him hit something big here and get his swagger back in time for the Valentine's Day Floyd reunion. That Floyd team beats us by 1 on our home court. Was that Wednesday night? Maybe Monday night?
Monday.
It was Monday night.
Monday night. It was Monday. And that was a great game.
That was a great game.
Bobcats have had a lot of close games, and they split 1 of 3 in their last contest decided by less than 5.
That's right.
And really would love to get this one. It's going to be really tough. Down 5.
It is. You're a team that starts the year 4-7. You make it back to 10-10. It'd be really fun to finish 500 or above. 2 games left. We'll see what we can do.
Sincere Taylor with it. Screen set by Hendricks. Probably got away with a moving screen there. Coach Fisher barking out orders. Gets to DeHart Lewis attacking. They're going to call a foul before, but that's the 5th foul. So you're going to have DeHart Lewis at the free throw line.
Man, if you're a Bobcat, you don't want that foul. He fed it, an easy layup right after that foul was called. Would have been a 3-point game instead. 5 points, 12 and a half left with DeHart Lewis on the line for 2.
I will not say what he is from the free throw line tonight. He makes
the first. We still won't say, but he's 1 for 1 right now. With 1 to go. Again, 12 and a half left. Bobcat's going to have to get it back right after that. He makes it.
Perfect 6 for 6 from the free throw line so far tonight.
That's incredible. On senior night, you need that clutch gene, and he's got it.
48-51. Only 12 seconds left, though. Timeout, Alleghany.
They're going to take their final timeout.
They're going to draw something up here again. I'm sending a guy long. I'm sending him long and say, hey, if we get it,
If we get it, we get it. And we've got to be ready on offense. Again, 12 and a half seconds. We've only got 1 timeout left. I mean, if we get a turnover here, it's right back and haven't hit a big 3. This is nerve-wracking, but just what you need. You take it. You get your 2 points. You have your chance. It's a 1-possession game. We'll see what they can do. Looking to see they're leaving Makai Martin out. The same 5 that were there. I think that's the starters plus Corian Ferguson instead of Makai Martin.
Hayslett's been really the only guy that have scored in the second half besides Eli Eastminger, who had 0 at half, now has 6. Hayslett has 7 points in the second half, 9 total. Only 2 guys have more than 9 points, and they have 9 exactly for Alleghany. Not a lot of scoring here in the second half by either team.
That's tough, giving up 18 in the first quarter. We've only given up 33 since then. So what looked to be a 72-point pace at the beginning, now they've only got 51 with 12 seconds left. I wish we could have that first quarter back.
Absolutely.
And see if this game would have been different.
This is legal. They're starting with all guys out of play. It is legal. You can run the floor. Technically, you can also pass it behind and give it to someone who's not in play. They get it in. It goes out of bounds. It goes off.
No, the student section saw it. They're giving it to Alleghany. It seemed clear as day to be Bobcats' ball.
Oh, my goodness. What a travesty.
In front of the Bobcat bench. Don't have time to argue now. It's a new play. They don't have any timeouts to take. Let's see what Alleghany can do.
They sent a guy long. They're having a tough time. Bobcats 1-5. Woodard fighting for it. Bobcat basketball.
There we go. This time in front of the Alleghany bench. Points in the Bobcat direction. 3-point game, 11.4 seconds left. Oh, my goodness.
Boy, I'd love to have that ball in front of the Bobcat bench. Bobcat's going to take that timeout. 48-51. Got to have a 3.
That's going to leave them with no timeouts for either team. 11 seconds, 3-point game. Oh, man.
I got to post this real quick. You keep talking if
Michael,
you want.
Here's what I'm nervous about. Now with this new foul rule, they can foul. We can take 2 shots, and then what do you do?
I would foul.
If I'm Alleghany, I'm fouling right away.
I would foul.
I said that quietly. I don't want him to hear me. I don't want to give him some free tips. Man, we've been good at the foul line. Again, Daniel DeHart Lewis has been 6 for 6. Would love to get the ball in his hands. He hit some big threes earlier this game. If he can get the ball, my goodness, how fun if he threw up a 3 and they fouled him on purpose.
Here's the thing.
4-point play.
Here's the thing you got to do. I would foul if I'm Alleghany.
Yeah.
However, if I'm the Bobcats, I'm only letting 1 of 2 guys shoot this ball.
Who's that?
You're going with the hot hands. Sincere Taylor has 3 threes in the game, 9 total points. Luke Woodard has 3 threes in the game, 12 total points. I'm going to one of those 2 guys, and no offense to Sincere Taylor, who is actually, let's look at it. Sincere Taylor. Luke Woodard is 48% on the season.
Luke Woodard's in the game. You got DeHart Lewis. You got Jaden Hendricks. Corian Ferguson. We're going to throw it to Sincere. All right, here's the game, Michael. Sincere takes it down. 9 left.
Taylor with it in front of the Bobcats bench. Picks up his dribble. Woodard from far 3. Bang! Woodard knocks it down! And that's
on.
Luke Woodard, straightaway three.
Same play as earlier. He comes around. This time he gets just a step on the defender. I feel like the defender touched the ball just a bit. If he did, it helps us. Wow. The crowd's in it now. 51-51. He hits that shot maybe with 2 seconds left. Alleghany threw it in, launched it, nowhere close. But, man, what a game in regulation. Okay. I just want this crowd to know Michael Davis with the call of who to go to. They do it. He nails it.
I called it.
Ooh.
I called it.
That's exciting.
I did call it. I called it. Me and the official are talking right now. I said Luke Woodard's getting the ball. He's shooting it from straight away, and he's going to make it. I called it, Mr. Official.
I just want it known. The other day, it's a JV game. I think it's against Floyd Monday night. Similar spot on the court. That kid's name is Brandon that hit it. Were you there for that
Brandon
game?
Ray, I was sitting right here.
It was incredible.
I didn't call that one.
I didn't call it either. I did not think it would be him shooting it. I forget who fouled out, who probably would have been shooting that. Instead, Brandon gets it, drills it from the top. That one put us up one for the win in JV. This one sends us to overtime. 4 minutes on the clock. Do fouls reset? How does that work for overtime?
The 5 fouls do not reset.
Okay.
So every foul is someone shooting 2. Both teams now have 1 timeout. So that does reset. Hendricks jumping for the Bobcats right here.
Yeah, that's right. You've got Knipe back on the bench. You've got Corian Ferguson and Hendricks in. Alleghany gets the tip.
Alleghany attacking the paint, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by DeHart Lewis. Sincere Taylor has it, bringing the ball across the court on the left side of the floor, setting the screen for Woodard. If I'm Woodard, I'm letting these babies fly.
Yeah, I am too.
Woodard gets it over to Hendricks, stolen away here by Christopher Harden. Harden attacking, he's hit in the face, and Alleghany gets it to go, and they're fired up.
Jaden's got to be mad. I feel like he got his wrist instead of the ball on that steal. Doesn't call it, goes all the way down. Jaden trying to make up for it get the block, but gets his hand. That's an and one.
Hendricks is on the floor for defense, but if you're the Bobcats, you got to, I'm not saying take him out, but really would love to see Knipe or Martin in the game here.
Here comes Knipe to check in. Let's see who it'll be for.
Missed it. Hendricks does get a rebound up to Corian Ferguson. Corian Ferguson over to Sincere Taylor. 3.5 to go in overtime. Bobcats trail by 2. Bobcats have been trailing the whole game until we tied it up to go to overtime.
That's right. Sincere
Taylor with it. Screen set by Hendricks. Hendricks drifting. Woodard with it. Tough assignment by Anthony Webb. DeHart Lewis step back. Webb steals it away from Woodard.
DeHart Lewis thought about taking a 2.
He should have. Alleghany attacking the block. He's getting tied up. 2 men on him. They get it out to Webb in the corner. Webb swing the ball, and here come Alleghany attacking the post. Stuck in no man's land. Ball's tipped, and a foul is going to be called. Nobody touched him.
Who? He fell to the ground before he even shot it. Man, I feel like that ref has made some calls that have benefited Alleghany, and I'm upset about it.
They called it on Corian Ferguson, so that's his 3rd.
I was about to say this about Corian. I feel like he has really matured into a solid player for us this season.
Yeah, Corian's not happy about that call. No one touched him. He definitely just jumped through as he kind of dove. So Hazlett going to the free throw line, knocks it down. Max Knipe coming in to Hendricks.
That's right. Knipe, who maybe has been at the scorer's bench for about a minute, finally gets to check in with a break in action. Alleghany hits the first. That's a 54-51 lead. 2:56 left. Makes the second as well.
Hazlett only had 2 points in the first half. Has 9 points in the second, so 11 total points for him. He is guarding Sincere Taylor. Corian Ferguson with it. Thought about the 3, gives it to Knipe at the top of the key. Over to Corian Ferguson in front of the Bobcat bench. They're going backdoor to DeHart Lewis. DeHart Lewis got stuck in the air, gives it to Ferguson. Ferguson head bob. Sincere Taylor with it. Bobcats going to reset here. Not a lot of time. Looking for a good shot. Woodard attacking. Woodard goes up with it. A lot of contact, no foul. A lot of contact on that shot, and a foul is going to be called.
Yeah, I thought the first shot would have gotten a foul. The second one does. A little bit late, but we'll still take it. It's 2 shots from Max Knipe at the line. 2:21 to go, down 4.
Max Knipe has 3 points in this contest.
This is senior night. You want him to hit him for you.
He goes to the free throw line, taking his time. Knipe's first is up and no good off the back of the iron.
It's tough. You need those. No points so far in overtime for the Bobcats. Still 2:21 left.
Knight looking to make the second. It's good.
You know, Fisher's got to focus on defense. I feel like the crowd can get frustrated by that. They want us to shoot it earlier, but, you know, it seems to be our identity, and I think that's okay to be a defensive team and to take the right shot late. As it gets to be later in games, so you feel like you want to take that tempo up a little bit. My goodness, missed by Alleghany, gets the rebound and right back up. Those second chance points have been killing the Bobcats.
Cole Caldwell got it to go, so 57-52. Bobcats have to score running down here. They're going to set the screen for Woodard. They get it to Woodard. Looking to go back door to Corian Ferguson on the other side. He doesn't move. Screens are being set. Sincere Taylor, step back jumper three, no good. Corian Ferguson rips down the board. Sincere Taylor gets it back. I'd set a screen for Woodard to get a shot here.
I would too. Very similar to the end of the fourth quarter, down 5 with the ball. We had some clutch shots then, but we're going to have to make it happen faster. This has been another 40-second possession after that second chance with no shot. It's 1:18 left.
DeHart Lewis from three, misses. Oof. Rebounded by Knight, saved it. Corian Ferguson with it. Bobcats have to hurry. DeHart Lewis, block going to be called on the floor, but it will send DeHart Lewis to the free throw line. We will not talk about his free throw percentage.
Man, that's another where you almost don't want the foul. He would have been wide open. We also had somebody in the corner. I think it was Knight. Maybe it was Woodard.
I think it was Woodard. He was calling for it.
He could have hit that. We'll see. 2 shots, 1:08 left.
My blood pressure's up. Not my blood pressure, my heart rate.
Dude, I'd love to see it after the that 3 to send it to overtime. DeHart Lewis makes it. Brings us within 4. He'll have 1 more to go. My goodness, 8 for 8 from the senior. All right, Bobcats, let's put that pressure on. We're still down 3, 1:05 left.
Corian Ferguson defending. Turner, Alleghany handoff, attacking the paint, get it underneath, wide open layup.
Another good play by them, just taking the opportunity as it came. They found the hole. 50 seconds left. Bobcats down 5.
Corian Ferguson attacking, goes up with it. It's good! Count the basket!
Attack it. Attack it. It's working well.
We've been saying it all game. And now Corian Ferguson will go to the free throw line with a chance to put the Bobcats down 2.
59-56, 43.1 remaining. Corian paying off my comment earlier about becoming a solid player this season.
Makes it.
3-point play, that's huge.
Bobcats down 2, 41 seconds. Got to play better defense. They get it off underneath. Travel!
I didn't see it. The ref was in my way. I'm going to trust him on that call. 36 seconds down 2. Both teams only 1 timeout in overtime. So not much has happened.
He can run the baseline, cannot run the baseline. I don't know how this works.
Yeah, I'm confused too. We got 3 new players.
I feel like the official made the motion that he could run the baseline, but it's a spot foul, I thought. Sincere Taylor gets the ball. Down 2, 33 seconds. DeHart Lewis brings it up down the floor. He's looking to attack. Woodard from 3. No good, just long. Tipped around. Jump ball!
And that's our possession. It's a jump ball.
Going to be Bobcat basketball.
22 seconds left. Number 12, not happy about that, but man, he grabbed it right at the right time. Again, 22.9 left. Bobcats down 2. Ooh, Radford taking their 1 timeout. Is that what I'm hearing?
They're going to look to get this in and take the last shot. Oh, and you know what I want to happen. 22 seconds. They're better off an inbound at getting the screens.
Yeah,
if
true.
I'm the Bobcats, I say, look, if we can get a quick shot, I feel like they're going to take the last. But if we can get a quick shot, wide open look from Woodard, you have to take it.
I think you're right. Being down 2, we talked about it's going to be an automatic 2 shots from the free throw. But high school basketball, you got to think maybe they miss 1, then you get another chance from 3. I'm going to go quick here. I don't want to hold for the last shot. It makes me too nervous. Possession arrow is pointing the Bobcats' way. Bobcats, remember, with no timeouts left, Alleghany will have 1. They've got a 2-point lead, 22.9 on the clock. nervous energy in the air right now. We've got what I can only assume is the JV team for